on 102.5 Q102. There's One Republic. It is 7:18 on this Wednesday morning. Hi there.
Hey, good morning.
Got some chilly rain this morning, 45 degrees, but most people are just thankful it's rain. No big storms like they've been rolling through the South.
Yeah.
Some people were implants into the Moore, Oklahoma area. Michigan native who moved her family there just 2 years ago, recounting how they survived Monday's tornado in an underground shelter. Sue Honecker said they and her 5 children left their home to take cover in a friend's storm shelter. And this is what she had to say about that.
One of the dads opened the hatch, and you could see everything just twirling in the sky. And so the kids started screaming, and then the dads opened it, and they just started screaming like the house is gone.
Opened the hatch of the storm shelter, and they could see it. But then they did, in Twister, the movie, didn't that happen? The hatch opens up, and they could see. Another import to the area grew up in the Willmar area. Mm-hmm. Chris Engstrom posted on our Facebook wall yesterday when we talked about how we were going to send messages down to Moore. He said, I grew up in the Willmar area and now live just north of Moore. The tornado was 3.5 miles from Chris's house. Wow. So he said, hey, Chris, can you join us? He's on the phone with us from Oklahoma this morning. Howdy, Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Real good. What years did you spend here in the Willmar area?
I was there until I was 19, and I was actually in the same house in Tenach my whole life until I moved here to go to college.
All right. So you're going to college in Oklahoma City, are you?
I graduated last year, actually, from Oklahoma Christian University.
Okay. Good for you. What did you graduate with?
Bachelor's in computer science.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, and you say you're about 3.5 miles from that area, like which way? Are you closer to the city, Oklahoma City?
Correct. I'm just south of Tinker Air Force Base.
All right, and I'm looking at a map here. It looks like that's sort of like the southwest part of Oklahoma City.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell us what was going on. When did you first realize you're kind of close to some pretty terrible storms there the other day?
Well, I was actually at work, and I had been watching the weather a little bit, and I knew that some storms with possible hail were planning on rolling in around 5 or 6. And then I was just going along my day at work, and I heard some pretty loud thunder at about 2:30. And I have a newer car, so I'm worried about hail, so I checked the weather and saw that some stuff was being produced fairly quickly. So
yeah, that is about the time frame, isn't it? 2:30 to 3:10-ish or so?
Oh, yeah. Yep. So I rushed home and got my supplies together and got my dogs, and we don't have a storm shelter, so I was in a closet in the middle of the house, and luckily the weather stations here have live broadcasts streaming online whenever that's happening, just in case you lose power, you can watch it on your smartphone, but luckily I didn't lose power, so I was watching it on my laptop, and I was sitting in my closet, peeking outside every once in a while just to see what was happening where I was. But I was watching the tornado live touchdown and go across the moor. And, it was a pretty surreal experience.
So as you're watching this, you're realizing this is just a few miles away. Did you realize that as you were watching it?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I had a girlfriend that was fervently texting me and telling me to keep her updated and make sure I was okay. And, at one point it had started to come a little bit more north. And I was like, okay, well, here it comes. But luckily for me, it stayed south. I was very blessed in that manner, and many others were not. It wasn't like a normal tornado where, everyone is severe, especially if it hits a couple houses. But this was just bulldozing through all of Moore, so it was pretty scary.
Growing up around here, we've probably had enough tornadoes that we're happy to hear that you actually took shelter. That's good to hear. But I'm guessing in Oklahoma City, They don't mess around either, because they do. That's right in the middle of Tornado Alley. We're glad you're all right. Hey, you know any other friends or anybody who are in the direct path of it?
The friends that I have that live in that area, I checked in with, and they're okay. I've only lived in this house for about a year, so I haven't met too many people from more specifically, but I know people that live in the area. So.
Anybody go? Are they trying to gawk? Are they keeping people away?
Yeah. They closed down I-35. I don't know how big of a stretch, but they closed it down. There's tons of traffic, plenty of people trying to get in just to help, but they're not able to get in because of the traffic, and even when they get there, I've heard they've been checking licenses to make sure that you have an address that's in the affected area before they let you in, because they don't want extra people there necessarily, because it's getting pretty crowded. They appreciate the help. The way they want you to help is to go through an organization, not just come on your own, because they don't want you to be in the way or hurting yourself.
And I'm sure there's plenty of gawkers who are claiming, I just want to help, get this on film.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, that's pretty amazing. We're glad you're okay there, just north of the tornado area, and congratulations on your degree, and thanks for sharing a few moments with it. Come back and visit us this summer.
I will.
All right, thanks a lot. Chris Engstrom grew up in the Willmar area, now sort of between Moore and Oklahoma City there. I was looking at it on the map. In aerial terms, that is awfully close to that tornado.